Today we're going to discuss about the periodic trends in properties in that atomic radius in periodic classification of elements, unit 8, chapter 8. Already we have seen the periodic classification where you have seen the salient features of groups and periods. And today we're going to see the periodic trends in properties in that atomic radius. So periodic trend in properties. What is a period? So the period has a regular time interval. So in your class, the first period timing is 45 minutes duration. The duration of first period is 45 minutes. Okay. This like that. That is the period. So for 45 minutes, one period. Okay. And you have Monday one timetable, Tuesday and Friday and all the 5 days of the week have different timetable. The Monday timetable will come on next Monday timetable. Today is Wednesday. So this Wednesday timetable today it's over means this will come only on the next Wednesday. So it won't be appear in the Friday or Thursday. Okay. So like that is like that. It is called the regular interval. So one thing is repeated regularly with an interval. Interval means with a gap. That is called period. And the behavior of the period is periodicity. So for Monday, you are taking some books and coming to school. Okay. And the next day you are changing the books according to the timetable for Tuesday's timetable. So again you are taking the books for Monday timetable next week only. The time duration between the two Mondays, that is called the interval. Regular interval, that is called the period. And the behavior you are changing for this Monday you have to take some books. The same books will be carried on the next Monday and you are taking to the school. So that is called the behavior. That is called the periodicity. Now you come to the point now. And we will see the properties of the period. So periodic properties: atomic radius, ionic radius, ionization energy, electronegativity, electron affinity. So these are the properties. In that we are going to see the atomic radius. Atomic radius of an atom is defined as the distance, the center of its nucleus and the outermost shell containing the valency electron. So this is a circle. The entire one is called diameter. In that of is the radius. You know, you have studied it in your maths class. So this portion is called, the half of the circle is called the radius. That from the center point till this is the center point. It is called the radius. You have marked it as R. Like that, think this. This is the nucleus. Okay, this point, this arrow mark, no? This point, it is the radius, that is center point. Okay, the center point. And here you have a valency, that is the electron, that is the outermost electron. Valency shell is here. The outermost valency shell is here. So this distance is called the atomic radius. So what they are telling means the distance between the center of its nucleus and the outermost shell containing the valency electron. So the distance between the center of the nucleus, this is the center of the nucleus, and the outermost shell of the valency electron, that is called atomic radius. So this is the definition. If they ask the definition of atomic radius, means the distance between the center of its nucleus and the outermost shell containing the valency electron. And the next point we will see here: direct measurement of the radius of an isolated atom is not possible, because the atom doesn't isolate, because they will interact with each other. So there is no isolation of atoms. We cannot isolate the atoms. The atoms are always interacting with each other. So there is no direct measurement. That is, We can't take this one atom alone and we cannot able to measure it. Okay, isolation means separately you cannot take this atom and you cannot measure it. Okay, so that it is not possible in this. Except for noble gases, usually the atomic radius is referred to as covalent radius or metallic radius depending on the nature of bonding between the concerned atoms. Because the noble gas have fulfilled electronic configuration. Due to their fulfilled electronic configuration, there it is called as atomic radius. Okay, so everything was fulfilled. Fulfilled means there is no need of any other electrons to come and occupy in that particular noble gas group. Okay, so for that what here they are telling means except the noble gas. In noble gas it is called atomic radius. In other things that is from group 1 to group 17, we can name it as covalent radius or metallic radius. On what nature? Bonding between the concerned atoms. So you also seen this one atom, think this one atom and this one atom, they have a bonding in between. So that bonding may be covalent or metallic. But in noble gas you cannot say like that because there is no bonding, there is no sharing because everything was filled with them. So they doesn't need to take any other sharing with any other elements. Okay, so from the group 1 to group 17 there is a sharing. That sharing takes place by the bonding. That may be covalent bond or metallic bond. So there the atomic radius can be called as covalent radius or metallic radius. So now you understand, and that is based on the concerned atoms which going to share the bonds. The atomic radius in metal atoms is known as metallic radius. So the atomic radius seen in metal ion, that is metal elements, maybe metal elements like iron, aluminium, this and that, like that. For example, I am saying it. So the atomic radius in metal ion atoms. So the atomic radius seen in metal atoms, it is called metallic radius. Okay, and it is defined as of the distance between the nuclei of the adjacent atom. So the metallic radius, what is a metallic radius means? The atomic radius of metal ions. So these two are metal atoms. Atomic radius of the metal atoms, okay, is called metallic radius. And how it is defined? Of the distance between the nuclei. So this one atom and this one atom, like this atom, it is called adjacent atom. So the distance between the distance, that is not the full distance, of distance between the nuclei of the adjacent metal atom. So this is the of. So of distance between the two adjacent atoms, nuclei of the two adjacent atoms, that is called metallic radius. So atomic radius, or that is the atomic radius in metal atoms, it is called metallic radius. And how it can be defined? The metallic radius, the distance between, that is not the full distance, the distance between I am saying, but it is why I am saying means you must remember it. So it is not the distance between, it is the of distance. So of distance from the center of the nuclei. So of distance between the nuclei of the adjacent metal atoms. So of distance between the nuclei of adjacent metal atoms. So what is a metallic radius means? The atomic radius in metal atom is called metallic radius, and metallic radius can be defined as the off distance between the nucleus of two adjacent atoms. Adjacent atoms. This is called metallic radius. In non-metallic elements, their atomic radius is known as covalent radius in non-atomic elements. So the non-atomic elements, they are not metals, but they are elements seen in the periodic classification. For example, carbon. Carbon is a non-metallic element. Okay. So they are not present, that is in non-metallic elements, they have the atomic radius. So the atomic radius in non-metallic elements is called covalent radius, and it is defined as the off distance between the adjacent nuclei of two covalently bonded atoms of the same element in a molecule. So off distance only, off distance between, you can see the two adjacent nuclei. So off distance between the two adjacent nuclei of two covalently bonding atoms. So two adjacent nuclei, that is adjacent nuclei of two covalent bonded atoms of the same element in a molecule. Okay, same element in a molecule. So off distance of two adjacent nuclei of two covalent bonded atoms of the same element in a molecule. So same element in a molecule, you have a covalent bonding, that too in off distance. That is off distance where from, so this one atom and this one atom of the same element, and the bonding takes place in the center. So here, so in the center the covalent bonding takes place. That is called covalent radius. So same element, covalent bonding of two bonds, that bonding takes place on the adjacent nuclei with off distance only. You can see the arrow mark here, with off distance only of the two adjacent molecule, that is of the same element of the two adjacent bonding atoms. So molecule, it is not come here. So it is defined as the of the distance between the adjacent nuclei of two covalently bonded atoms of the same elements in the molecule. For example, let us consider the H2 molecule, that is hydrogen molecule, and the distance between the two hydrogen molecule is 0.74 Armstrong. So this symbol is Armstrong symbol. So its covalent radius is 0.74 by 2 is equal to 0.37 Armstrong. So the atomic radius of hydrogen, so hydrogen is two molecule. The hydrogen is an element with, because this hydrogen is a gas and it is not a metal. Okay, non-metal. So in between what radius will take place? Covalent radius. And you can see from the center of the nucleus, that is from the nucleus of two atoms, the same element of two atoms, the off distance, no, this is the off distance in the nuclei, adjacent nuclei. So adjacent nuclei, and here what they are forming in this place? Covalent bonding, that is covalent bonding takes place here, and this hydrogen is the same element, and it makes a molecule. So two molecules of that is H2. So this one atom and this one atom, two atoms combined to form a hydrogen molecule. So this atom and this atom, that is the two adjacent atoms, was covalently bonded, and it is forms, that is it is in the same molecule, that is same element. It takes place in the same element. Okay. When you look at the variation of the atomic radii in the periodic table, there are two distinct trends. Along this period, from left to right, the atomic radius of the element decreases. So in periodic you say means in period wise, that is you have 7 periods. From left to right you see means the atomic radius decreases. But in group, top to bottom, the atomic radius increases. The increase down a group is due to the increase in the valency shell number down the group. So the increases from top to bottom, no. So the one group that is due to the valency, it increases down the group. Okay. As the shell number increases, the distance between the valency shell and the nucleus increases. As the shell number increases, the distance between the valency shell and the nucleus increases. So you can see here. So the distance, that is the distance, this is the nucleus and you have the electron here. For lithium they had given it, the distance. You can see the line now, the distance between the nucleus and the electron. Okay. So as the shell number increases, the distance between the valency shell and the nucleus increases, that you have seen here. Okay. In contrast, when you observe that is when you observe along the period, the shell number remains the same, but the number of protons, that is atomic number, increases. So in contrast to that, that is from top to bottom, the valency shell is increasing. But in period, the shell number increases the same, but the number of proton increases. So this as here the valency electron increases in the group wise, but in the period wise, the 7 periods, it increases according to the atomic number. More and more positive charges are impose a strong attraction over the electrons, and thus the electron cloud shrinks towards the nucleus, which results in the decrease in the atomic size. So more positive charges are attracting. Due to their attraction, the electrons formed electron cloud. How the rainy clouds are formed, no? Like that, the electron clouds, and clouds are always shrinking. Okay. So they are shrinking towards the nucleus. Due to this cloud shrinking, electron cloud shrinking, there is a decrease in the atomic size. This shows how the atomic radius decreases from lithium to boron. You can see the lithium and you can see here the boron. So what they say, the positive charges are more and more give strong attraction. Okay, they give strong attraction to the electron and forms the electron cloud. So due to this, the size is increased. In lithium you can see the circle is larger by viewing, and in boron the circle is smaller. So due to the shrinking. So this was the atomic radius, how the atomic radius decreases from lithium to boron. In lithium it has the increased size, atomic size is increased, but in boron it is decreased. Thank you for watching the video. If you have doubts, post your doubts in the comment box. Give a like, share and subscribe to Science Easy Tech channel.